introduction there, Sylvia. It's nice to be here and to see you all. It's lovely to see such a big crowd. And then in January this year, I wrapped up what I had seen really working, called it external management finance, and it is, as Sylvia says, you can think of it as an outsourced CFO, because you can't get much. Most small businesses and startups cannot afford a CFO. CFOs basically cost you about 120 grand each. You can get a cheap one for 80. But by the time you've paid your employer's PRSI and all of that, you're not really getting much. You're not going to get much change out of 100 grand. So we provide that service. We provide 90% of the value of having a CFO for considerably less. You know, at the bottom, 12,000 a year. And that's the point. You want to be entrepreneurs, or you are entrepreneurs. Your business is to get society to pay you as much for your contribution as is possible. But the really important thing, the key to that, is to get them to value your contribution. My contribution, my thing that I have found that I like to do, is improve the ability of companies, of entrepreneurs, to attract and retain capital. Because I could see, from when I was driving around County Cavan and mushroom farms, I could see from there that there wasn't good flow, good structures for capital in this country. And that has been the problem that I have been working on throughout my career. That is my contribution for which I'm trying to become famous. The successful people have procedures. They know what they can contribute. They have found out what they can contribute, and they keep plugging away at delivering it and at finding out what it is people actually want. Because there's this huge network, this incredible, fantastic network that we call humanity, society, the economy, that delivers all of these goods. The needs are constantly changing. The communication is constantly changing throughout. You need to listen to them. I'm sure there are people in this room who are, and I've done this, who have held on to their business idea tight in their head. I'd tell you, but I'd have to kill you. How many people have said that? Show of hands. Tell everybody, and don't stop. Keep telling them, I want to do this. Give them a chance to get their head around it, and then listen to what they say about what they do and don't want. That's the essence of it. Because you are part of this network. And you want to be a bigger part. You want to guide and direct how the network actually delivers and what the network actually delivers. And you've got this new thing that the network doesn't know it once yet. You've got to tell them. And they're going to tell you, yeah, we do like that, but do you have it in pink? That's what they want. They want it in pink, so give it them in pink. So less of the goals, less of the I'll be a failure if I'm not a millionaire by 30. Just get plugging away. Keep doing it. When plugging a particular way works better, do more of that. When it doesn't work, do less of it. Keep at it. Really, where we add value is between first and second stage financing. Because you go into, it's the classic one, a standard question by all entrepreneurs. A lot of people are entrepreneurs because they don't really like working in large, complicated organizations with lots of administration. So they don't like administration. And by extension, they don't like you much. Because you're administration, you're the accountant. as a fella said, I sat down beside him on the sofa, and he moved away. And I said, excuse me, he said, it's not you, it's what you represent. So, most entrepreneurs don't really see the point of administration. Let me tell you the point of administration. Administration enables you to sell your business later. Administration gives you the structure to deal with capital providers, and that's why you need it. Is it tedious? Yes. Does it seem pointless? Absolutely. Does it even make sense to most people? No. But it makes sense to the guys who are going to give you the money to enable you to do what you want to do. And the trick of it is to swallow hard and do it from the beginning, and get it right from the beginning. If you've got good records, the bank manager knows he can ring you up and ask for your management accounts, and you will have them. And when he says, I need to explain this to my boss, he knows that you will be able to explain what's on them. If you want to do this by the head in the sand method, which is very much favoured amongst the older generation of Irish entrepreneurs, what that means is that every time he asks you for a set of management accounts, which he will once a year or so, you go off to your accountant, he charges you £2,000, and then he comes with you to the meeting, that's an extra 500, and he talks during the meeting to the bank manager as your sort of interpreter, right? Think that's a good idea? No. You're not forming a relationship with your bank manager through that. Your accountant is forming a very good relationship with the bank manager, which will help him in dealing with other clients, and when he wants to borrow some money for a property project, you're not getting anything out of that because you can't answer the questions. And I have to tell you that the banks are upping their game, and they're getting wise to this kind of thing. They're looking for people who can explain how their business makes money and why the bank should give them that money.